What if everything you know about ancient history is wrong? Imagine a world where towering stones, carved with impossible precision, whisper of a civilization so advanced it was wiped out by a catastrophic flood. These aren't myths. They're real, scattered across the globe, and they're begging us to uncover their secrets. Ready to dive into a mystery that could rewrite our past? Let's go. Introduction. Echoes of a lost age picture. You're standing before a stone so massive it could crush a house, carved and placed with a precision that defies logic. Across deserts, jungles, and windswept plains, these ancient megaliths stand like silent giants, their builders lost to time. From Japan's floating stones to Turkey's ancient temples, these aren't just ruins, they're puzzles, clues to civilizations that might have been far more advanced than we've been told. And there's a thread tying them together, the story of a great flood, a deluge that swept away entire worlds. From the Bible's Noah to Mesopotamia's Gilgamesh, from Aboriginal Australia to ancient China, every culture tells of a cataclysmic flood that changed everything. Could these stories hold the key to a lost global civilization? Join me as we explore these megalithic wonders, from Japan to South America to Turkey, and ask, are these stones the last messages of a world drowned by water? Buckle up, this journey will shake your soul. What if the stones we're about to see were built by a civilization that knew secrets we've forgotten? Keep listening, the answers might blow your mind. Ishi no Hoden, the floating stone of Japan. Deep in the wooded hills of Hyogo, Japan, lies a stone that seems to defy gravity itself, Ishi no Hoden, the floating stone. Picture it. A granite monolith, 6.4 meters long, 5.7 meters wide, and 5.45 meters tall, weighing a staggering 500 tons, like 3 jumbo jets stacked together. It hovers above a pool of water, balanced on a single hidden pillar, looking like it could drift away any moment. The first time you see it, your heart skips a beat. How could ancient people with no machines carve this beast with such smooth, perfect angles? Modern stonemasons say even today, this would take advanced tools and weeks of planning. Yet there it stands, silent, with no records to tell us who built it or why. Could this stone really float? Or is it hiding a secret about its makers? Stay with me. This gets weirder. Local legends whisper of gods or beings from the heavens who shaped Ishi no Hoden with supernatural skill. The Kojiki, Japan's ancient text from 712 CE, tells of floods and storms sent by gods to reshape the land, wiping out entire societies. Imagine standing before this stone, feeling the weight of those stories. Were they myths or memories of a real catastrophe? No tools, no debris, no clues, just a perfect massive stone. Some say it was a tomb, others a ritual site, but the truth is, we don't know. The mystery grips you. Who had the skill to craft this, and why did they vanish? What if the builders of this stone weren't human at all? The next clue might change everything. Archaeologists puzzle over the lack of evidence. No ancient texts mention Ishi no Hoden, no artifacts explain its purpose. Yet its precision, smooth surfaces, razor-sharp edges, screams of advanced engineering. Could it be a relic of a culture lost to a flood, like the ones in Japan's myths? The idea isn't as wild as it sounds. Around 12,000 to 8,000 BCE, as the Ice Age ended, sea levels rose 120 meters, swallowing coastal lands. Japan, an island nation, would have felt the brunt. Maybe Ishi no Hoden was a monument meant to survive, a message from a people who knew their world was drowning. If this stone survived a flood, what else did its builders know? The next site takes us deeper into the mystery. Masuda no Iwafune, the rock ship of Asuka. Not far away in Nara's Asuka region, another enigma waits. Masuda no Iwafune, the rock ship. This granite giant, 11 meters long, 8 meters wide, and 5 meters tall, looks like a boat carved from stone, sitting alone in the countryside. Its surface is etched with strange grooves and rectangular cuts, like it was meant to hold something massive. Maybe part of a lost structure, maybe a ceremonial altar. But here's the chilling part. No stone chips, no debris, nothing to show how it was carved. Did someone haul this 800-ton beast here after shaping it? With what technology? A stone ship with no trace of how it was made? What were these ancient builders hiding? Keep listening, the clues are stacking up. Local stories echo Ishino Hoden's myths, speaking of advanced beings or teachers from across the sea who built with impossible skill before vanishing in a great flood. The Kojiki mentions chaos and waters reshaping Japan, much like flood tales worldwide. Standing before Masuda no Iwafune, you can't help but wonder, was this a marker, a tomb, or something stranger? Its carvings don't match any known Japanese architecture, yet they feel deliberate, purposeful. Archaeologist Hiroshi Tanaka notes, "The precision here rivals modern machinery. We're missing a piece of the puzzle." Could this rock ship point to a civilization that sailed the ancient world? The next piece will leave you speechless. The absence of context is maddening. No inscriptions, no tools, just a massive stone carved with eerie precision. Some researchers, like Graham Hancock, suggest these sites hint at a global culture with advanced knowledge, lost to rising seas. Japan's Yonaguni Monument, a submerged structure off its coast, looks man-made, with steps and terraces dated to 10,000 BCE. Was Masuda no Iwafune part of the same world, built to outlast a flood that swallowed its makers? The thought sends chills down your spine. If Japan's stones survived a cataclysm, what about the rest of the world? The next stop takes us across the globe. South American walls, megaliths of the Andes. Now picture the rugged mountains of Peru, where ancient walls rise like giants. At Sacsayhuaman, stones weighing up to 200 tons fit together so tightly you can slide a piece of paper between them. These aren't rough blocks, they're polygonal, carved with angles so precise they look laser-cut. No mortar, no gaps, just perfection. Nearby at Machu Picchu and Ollantaytambo, similar walls stand. Some stones so heavy they'd crush modern cranes. How did ancient Andeans, with no known machinery, move and shape these beasts? Stones that fit like puzzle pieces, built thousands of years ago. How is this even possible? The answer might shock you. Inca legends speak of a time before the sun, when a great flood washed away the world, leaving survivors to rebuild. The Aymara people tell of Viracocha, a creator god who taught stonework before vanishing. These stories mirror Japan's flood myths, hinting at a shared memory. Archaeologist Maria Vargas says, "The precision of Sacsayhuaman suggests knowledge we don't fully understand. Mathematics, engineering, maybe even lost tools. Some stones show marks suggesting they were softened or molded, a technique we can't replicate today. Were these walls built to survive a global disaster?" The next clue points to something even older. The similarities are eerie. South American walls share the same tight-fitting polygonal style as Japan's megaliths and even structures in Egypt and Greece. Could this be evidence of a global building culture? Around 10,000 BCE, as ice melted, coastal cities worldwide were submerged. Off India's coast, the ruins of Dwarka, dated to 7500 BCE, suggest a sophisticated city lost to the sea. Were these walls the last stand of a people fighting to preserve their legacy? A global network of ancient builders? The next site might be the key to it all. Göbekli Tepe, the world's oldest temple. In Turkey's rolling hills, Göbekli Tepe rewrites history. Dated to 9600 BCE, this site is older than the pyramids, older than Stonehenge. Massive T-shaped pillars, some 20 feet tall and 20 tons, form circles carved with animals, humans, and mysterious symbols. Serpents, vultures, and strange handbag motifs appear, eerily similar to carvings in South America and Mesopotamia. These aren't crude, they're polished, aligned with stars like Sirius, showing advanced astronomical knowledge. A 12,000-year-old temple with star maps? Who built this and why did they bury it? The truth is closer than you think. Excavated since 1995, Göbekli Tepe stunned archaeologists. Its builders, hunter-gatherers by traditional accounts, shouldn't have had the tools or organization for such a feat. Yet the site spans acres, with nearby Karahan Tepe revealing similar pillars. Local legends speak of wise ancestors who vanished after a great calamity. The Epic of Gilgamesh from nearby Mesopotamia tells of a flood sent by gods to destroy humanity. Could Göbekli Tepe be a sanctuary built to survive such a disaster, deliberately buried to preserve it? Buried on purpose to outlast a flood? The next piece connects the dots across continents. The site's carvings, serpents, birds, and those odd handbags appear in distant cultures, from Mexico's Olmec statues to Easter Island's Moai. Klaus Schmidt, Göbekli's lead excavator, said, "This site suggests a level of social complexity we didn't think possible." Its abandonment around 8000 BCE aligns with rising sea levels, which flooded the Black Sea and Persian Gulf. Were these pillars a message, a warning from a people who knew their world was ending? Symbols that span the globe, could they point to a lost civilization? The final piece will leave you questioning everything. The Great Flood, a global catastrophe. Now let's pull it all together. From Japan to Peru to Turkey, these megaliths share uncanny traits: massive scale, precise cuts, shared symbols. But what ties them to the flood myths? Between 12,000 and 8,000 BCE, the Earth changed. Ice sheets melted, raising seas 120 meters, drowning coasts where early humans thrived. Submerged sites like Yonaguni and Dwarka suggest cities lost to the waves. Geologist Robert Schoch argues these floods were sudden, not gradual, forcing survivors inland, their knowledge fragmented. Entire cities underwater? What if the flood wasn't a myth but a real disaster? Keep listening, the evidence is staggering. Flood myths are everywhere. The Bible's Noah, Gilgamesh's Utnapishtim, the Hopi's spider woman guiding survivors, all describe a deluge that reset humanity. Aboriginal tales recall seas splitting their land, while Chinese legends speak of Yu the Great taming floodwaters. These aren't coincidences. Geologists confirm meltwater pulses around 9600 BCE and 8200 BCE caused rapid flooding, submerging fertile lands. Could these stories be memories of real events, preserved by survivors who built these megaliths? Survivors carrying ancient knowledge across the world? The next clue might prove it. Alternative researchers like Randall Carlson propose a global civilization, advanced in astronomy and engineering, was shattered by these floods, its fragments influencing later cultures. Mainstream archaeology hesitates, but discoveries keep pushing the timeline back. Satellite imaging and underwater digs reveal more submerged sites yearly, from India to the Mediterranean. These megaliths, with their shared styles and symbols, might be the last traces of a connected world, built to withstand a cataclysm they couldn't escape. A lost world linking Japan, Peru, and Turkey. The final question will hit you hard. The stones still speak, Ishino-Hoden's floating grace, Masuda no Iwafune's mysterious grooves, Sacsayhuaman's perfect walls, Göbekli Tepe's ancient pillars. These aren't just stones. They're voices from a lost age, whispering of a world that might have rivaled our own. Were they built by a global civilization, erased by a flood that reshaped history? The myths, the science, the stones themselves suggest something extraordinary. They challenge us to question what we think we know, to stay curious, to keep digging for the truth. What if these stones hold secrets we're only beginning to uncover? Your thoughts could help solve the puzzle. Which site gripped you most? Do you believe a great flood wiped out an advanced civilization? Or is there another explanation? Drop your ideas in the comments. Hit that like button if this journey sparked your curiosity. And subscribe for more dives into history's mysteries. Check out my channel for other tales of lost worlds, or visit my website for resources to fuel your own exploration. Until next time, keep questioning, keep wondering, and let the stones guide you to the truth. Stay curious.